Allison, any country has the right to bar entry to people that it deems that are harmful to its security.
Right, but every country has laws, and this country has a law saying that a Jew has the right to immigrate to Israel, except under certain circumstances.
She wasn't immigrating when she entered the airport. She was here to come on a course to study.
I thought we were discussing whether or not she would immigrate to Israel. You're talking about the entry requirements. No, absolutely. They passed a law saying that people who lead and advocate for BDS, you know, it's law. Whether or not you like it, it's the law.
Okay, so let's bring it now. Let's now bring it to the law of return, which allows any Jew to come and make aliyah, which means become an Israeli citizen. So would you guys be against this person becoming a citizen of Israel?
Totally, definitely.
That would mean changing the law of return,
of course.
No, I don't have to change the law in order to
maybe. I mean, if it will be necessary to change the law, we should change the law. So
that would mean changing the law to allow Jews that only agree with your point of view.
No, it's not. No, don't tack it to this kind of. What I'm saying is that if a Jew is coming to Israel in order to destroy Israel from the inside, he should not be allowed. First of all, common sense. After, let's go to the law. But first of all, common sense. Common sense, I don't want here people who are against the very existence of Israel, who are going to join any kind of organization that is against the very existence of Israel. No, we should not accept it. It's a common sense. It has nothing to do with the law.
Vivian, not allowing Jews, certain Jews, to make aliyah, to become Israeli citizens because of their political opinions?
So it's a litmus test that I think would have to be calibrated very, very carefully. Makes me a little kind of, skittish. I want to make two very quick and clear points. One is, I believe that some of these people, I haven't psychoanalyzed Ariel Gold, but I believe that some of them really do believe that they are being good Jews, that they think that things here have gone so astray, they believe their own BS, they've drunk the Kool-Aid, and they have to save us from ourselves, okay? I'll just accept that even that may be true in some cases. We want to be received and treated as a normal country, right? It's the dream of Herzl. We're a normal country. Normal countries can modify bold statements like the law of return. Okay, and we have, well, in a kind of reverse way, when we modified the law of return to accommodate all the Soviets coming. They didn't actually fit the bill. But let me just throw this out. Again, another Canadian digression, but highly relevant. You know, we in Canada, unlike every other country in the West, welcome back our former ISIS fighters. Prime Minister Trudeau calls them foreign travelers. And we welcome them back with open arms. And he says, a Canadian is a Canadian is a Canadian. And I'm going to put them into basket weaving and spinning classes, and everything's going to be great. And we're going to be a beacon to the world about how you can reform. So the question is a Jew an Israeli? And right?
Yeah. Don't you guys think, though, that you're creating these BDS martyrs? Don't you think that more damage is being done by Ariel Gold being in the headlines for being barred from coming to Israel, and Israel's doing these terrible things, rather than if you just let her come in and do her thing?
No, it's a good point. No,
Allison, you're giving it stature and you're giving her stature?
It's a very good point. Many times I'm saying, in my very limited power, I'm telling the government, don't do any kind of fuse about it, because, I mean, it's counterproductive. You're completely right. The point is, that's the point. The point is that when something of that kind is happening in the United States or in Britain, and I have a big list of people who are barred from entering the countries. I mean, did you hear about Shirley Fapper? Shirley Fapper is against the right of homosexuals. She is not allowed to Britain just because she is against, and so on and so on. I have a big list. I will publish it on Friday. But the point is that everyone is looking at Israel. Nobody is looking at Britain. Nobody is looking at the US and the big list of people who are barred. So you are right. The big question is why so many news channels are emphasizing what Israel is doing.
Sometimes, okay. I want to go quickly to our last topic.
Allison, sometimes, yes.
Yes, okay.